How's everyone. Welcome to Steven Universe Revisit. Today's episode is Season 1, Episode 17, Lion 2, the movie. Shampoo is currently fronting today in the trans Panda system. She is the fictive of the character from Ranma 1 half. And this is Alex.
Hello, everyone.
So before we get into the episode, how are you today, Alex?
We actually went on a long tangent about Rumiko Takahashi's works before we started watching Steven Universe. And
And partially because Ranma series has been announced to be getting an anime reboot, it seems.
that does appear to be the case from what I read.
hmm but yeah, we spent a great little deal of time talking about Rumiko's work in regards to its depiction of gender identity and how it honestly feels more cis heteronormative, reinforcing than it is in other aspects, mostly about stuff like that. And also, Shampoo went to a gay drag bar today.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. We're gonna have to censor that.
Uh, Poor Mr. Tummy Ache or whatever his name was. Shampoo can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Gone, but also forgotten.
Gone and forgotten.
All right, but let's get this episode started.
Yeah, before I say something mean about Rumiko Takahashi, please.
Yeah, so today's episode of Steven Universe starts out on a hypothetical movie trailer for the movie Dog Copter 3, which is about a girl and her wacky little dog cyborg robot. Shampoo supposes it wouldn't be a cyborg because isn't a cyborg like a humanoid? No, cyborg is a half robot, half living
Yes.
organic. Shampoo supposes, but it's a robot dog that has a helicopter extension at the top and it shoots missiles out its butt. And it is in that exact style of movie trailers that plagued the late 2000s, early 2010s, where every couple seconds of this summer, bwah, get ready, bwah, for a dog, bwah, with a copter. Bwah. That wasn't actually
He
how it
wears
went.
sunglasses.
Yeah. But yes, it's revealed that Connie and Steven are just watching a trailer on a phone, and they're excited to watch the movie that they're going to go to in like a 2 minutes, Shampoo guesses. At that time, the crystal gems come back, just sort of talk about it for a little bit. They're not actually that relevant in this episode. And then Connie and Steven go to Lion from the previous Lion episode. And Steven says that they'll get to the movie theater in time using Lion. So, of course, Lion runs in a direction that doesn't make sense and starts running on the ocean like Jesus, and then teleports to places unknown where they go into some sort of chamber. Connie is initially stressed out by this and feeling she doesn't belong in this kind of space, but Stephen reassures her that everything's okay. uh, Connie and Steven sort of figuring out how it works. There's this kind of this hand pedestal in the middle of the room that Steven's hand like gets plapped on and it like won't disconnect until it summons what appears to be some sort of training bot that cycles through elemental blasts. which puts them in such a bind that they need to teleport out using Lion, where they teleport to the movie theater, finally just in time for the movie. But unfortunately, the trading robot follows them there and starts attacking and shooting, which stresses Connie and Steven more. And at that moment is when Lion reveals that he has a big pink sword in his head. And Steven complains that Lion just does these things without building up to it. And
Ha
at that,
ha 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 ha
ha
ha
ha
ha.
ha. Shampoo forgot to mention this, but Connie mentioned that Connie's example of how she's a normal human in like a fish out of water for Gem Society is that she just goes to regular tennis practice, and at this moment is when they do the wrap it up in a bow moment where they use the tennis movements that she showed, but to hit uh, the drone targeting not targeting practice drone thing shots back at it and it explodes, and then they go to the movie and watch Dogcopter 3 with Lion in the theater, and then the star wipe happens and it's the MGM logo with Lion in it, and then he roars, and that's the end of the episode. Oh, Shampoo's throat's a little sore. Is it okay if you talk for a second, Alex?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to point out is that this is the first time that you really notice that Connie's lenses are tinted. Because in her first appearance, the lenses aren't tinted, but in this appearance, they are tinted. Now, this has two meanings. One is the metaphor of the rose tinted lenses, where whenever somebody looks back at the past, they tend to idealize it and think that it was a better time when in fact it wasn't. And what this
The exact
also is a
opposite
reference,
of what we're doing with Steven Universe, apparently.
and Rumiko Takahashi's works.
Yippee!
And the second and more important interpretation is that this is direct commentary on Rose Quartz as a character, because we get taken into a cavern that she created. And when we go in there, it's filled with all of these weapons and arsenals, and even a training robot that Jill mentioned. Jill Shampoo mentioned, Shampoo Jill mentioned, that
Yes,
shoots
the hand.
electricity, ice, and fire at Steven and Connie, which I believe is a reference to Tri Attack from Pokemon.
Oh,
But
Shampoo didn't know this. That's actually really
yeah,
interesting because she loves Porygon and Porygon Z from Pokemon. So that's actually
that's
it
their
does.
signature move. Well, that at least that was their signature move back in Generation 1. I don't know if Porygon has a signature move anymore because it's basically been erased from Pokemon history because of Deno Senshi Porygon, that one episode of the anime that gave over 500 Japanese children seizures in the late
Despite the
90s.
fact that it was Pikachu.
Pikachu's Thunderbolt.
It
Yes,
didn't even do anything, and it got erased from history because of that.
pretty much.
It did the cardinal sin of being a boat.
Pretty much.
uh, but yes, the reason why we know this is all rose quartz tech is that the hand pedestal that Steven's hand gets placed on, and Steven isn't even like like messing around. It was actually Connie who put his hand on it this time, which Shampoo does actually like in sort of a sense that it feels that Steven is finally getting a little more cautious around this gem tech and gem society stuff, where he realizes that it's probably more dangerous. But when he's with a friend, they might have the capability of being the more reckless one in the situation. Which, for like just saying that out loud, that's just kind of a good dynamic to see grow in this kind of show. And Shampoo forgets if she mentioned that the hand pedestal had Rose's gem and like thorns and plants around it, which has been imagery associated primarily with rose quartz. Yeah.
No, that had not been mentioned. Thank you for bringing that up. Also, Garnet likes music.
Yeah, in the short time that the gems appear, which Shampoo is assuming that's just a very serving basically as a very brief and immediate. Connie is out of her depth when it comes to gem stuff because Amethyst just transforms into Dogcopter and then transforms her head into a real functioning boombox, actually, which Shampoo feels brings up more questions than it answers. But
Well,
regardless,
I think I can explain this one. Because
uh,
Amethyst's body is a projection of light, it would, biologically speaking, have very different kind of properties when it comes to interacting with energy because light is a kind of energy. So what could be going on here is that the way Amethyst's body um, engages with the light could be so that it can also translate sound waves as well.
hmm, Shampoo supposes that makes sense considering the gems themselves. Shampoo does not know if it's
They're
implied
very
if
mechanical, like the
that's true.
gems. So
Shampoo
this
thinks this is
there is
technically.
even like sound based there is even sound based communication there will be sound based communication technology that we will see coming up in future episodes, which this Amethyst transforming her head into a little radio, this little throwaway gag does in fact seem to foreshadow that.
Interesting. Shampoo was going to like say that technically this is spoilers, but Shampoo thinks that gems don't naturally have internal organs. Well,
They
is it really
don't.
spoilers if like Pearl literally formed out of light on the spot?
It's not spoilers.
Yeah, Shampoo supposes not. So yeah, it's not like Pearl has lungs. So they they just have to project those out, the sounds out, she imagines. That's kind of funny, actually. Imagine if you like went up to Pearl and like like twung her nose like a little like you know those little doing like when you get no, not the triangle,
Tuning fork?
the tuning fork. Yes, imagine going up to Pearl and like boing, against her nose and it makes like a tuning fork.
That could happen. That is definitely within the realm of reality.
Yeah. But yes. Well, Champagne's genuinely happy that we got into this conversation. That's interesting to discuss the biological features of the crystal gems. All out of mentioning that Garnet likes listening to the music that Amethyst plays on her boombox. Do,
Yeah.
do you think Amethyst has like a My Mix downloaded in her head or anything like that?
You know what? She definitely could. I wouldn't put it past her. She seems like that kind of person as well.
Shampoo thinks this is very valid. But
I think these
yes,
are some very astute and scientific observations, and we should be given Nobel Peace Prizes. And then we should turn
yes.
into war criminals.
Shampoo is very good at getting Nobel Peace Prizes.
For
Renowned pacifist Shampoo from Ranma One Half.
for all of those who are not in the know, the Nobel Peace Prize is usually given to people who are who
Are war criminals.
yes, for
You
lack of a
know,
better
you
word.
know, you have a good point there. Shampoo could get the Nobel Peace Prize if she really wanted to, by force. Anyway,
That's how you get the Nobel Peace Prize, by being a disgusting war criminal.
Shampoo supposes, everything's coming up. Shampoo. You know something, Alex?
What's up?
Shampoo's a cat girl, and this is Lion too. This is a lion themed episode, and Shampoo is here. We finally got the altar lineup that actually
Oh,
appeals to the
yeah.
correct
Because
classification
I
of
thought that
altar.
Helen was going to show up for Giant Woman, and she didn't.
Meow, meow. In fact, I think our wasn't the smallest altar the one who showed up for Giant Woman? Wasn't it Katie?
Katie.
Or was it
I
Annie?
don't feel like Annie. It was Annie. Yes, it was Annie.
Yeah, okay, second smallest. So humorous. But
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So, okay, and
Uh,
then I have two more notes. It's the implication of war. Now, as I have mentioned before, Steven Universe usually will take a moment to acknowledge the greater plot going on, which
mhm.
is that this is a show about a war. So while it is incredibly baffling to me that people didn't understand this, what's even more baffling is that they didn't seem to be able to piece together that there was some conflict going on. All anybody ever really thought was that Steven Universe was just this hokey space opera, and honestly, it kinda is, but with drastically reduced action than what this series needs in order to fulfill the thesis it's trying to dissect.
Yeah, let's stab Pearl again. That'll teach the kids.
Hmm. On what, you know what, 10 years ago I would have agreed with you, but I don't know if I really want to stab Pearl anymore. I just think she's kind of a pathetic little I think she's a pathetic little freak.
Yeah, of course she's a freak. If you twang her nose, it makes a perfect pitch.
No, she's like a she's like a freak in a way that is like spoilers for people who haven't watched the show at this point in time. Like later
Shampoo
on,
understands.
probably season 4, season 5, I'm probably gonna start really talking about how much of a freak Pearl is, because like one of these reveals like later on in the series recontextualizes all of her actions in a way that just is not forgivable, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. And Pearl is a freak.
And
Okay, and
Shampoo will
my
take me our word for it too, because uh
no, that woman is a genuine freak. It's
Shampoo
not her
is
fault, but she is a freak.
she's a freak.
Um,
Sorry. Every time you say that, Shampoo just thinks of the Game Grumps quote where Aaron gets so mad at Bowser, he just starts screaming, "You're a freak! You're a freak!" and just like breaks down. And
I have
it's
not watched anything Game Grumps related in over a decade.
Shampoo wishes she was Mew. Anyway,
Okay, and then the last ticket on my agenda is that when Lion bows down and summons the sword out of his forehead, this is a clear reference to Revolutionary Girl Utna. And
yeah,
I'm not going to spoil it for people who haven't watched Revolutionary Girl Utna. If you haven't watched Revolutionary Girl Utna, you should watch it. But that is a reference to Revolutionary Girl Utna, but I'm not going to say what it's a reference to. Ooh.
Tina,
By the
Shampoo.
way, Jill Shampoo, do you all want to watch Revolutionary Girl Utna for this little podcast series?
Shampoo certainly wouldn't be opposed to it. Shampoo has never seen Revolutionary Girl Utena before, so it would be her first time experiencing it, and she's always happy to experience new series until she's not.
All right. I actually think it would be very, very fun to go down the Kunihiko Ikuhara anime wormhole, especially since he does write a lot about Woola Woola people. But we'll get there when we get there. All
Yeah,
right.
she knew that the Utena, well, somebody from the Utena team led on to severely help lead the recent Gundam Witch from Mercury series, which was Gundam's leap into women love women territory. So Shampoo certainly would be interested in seeing one of the earlier works. Yeah. But that's kind of it for this episode. Shampoo thinks, right? It's
Yeah.
weird how we talk for so long, not on the actual topics of the episode at hand, but that's the way how it goes here in Steven Universe Revisit Land. We're
Well, this is
we were
just season one, so there isn't really a lot to talk about other than, oh, look, that's going to come back later, or, oh, look, that's something that never panned out, or, oh, look, that's a demonizing portrayal of an autistic nonverbal child. Oh, no.
no, no.
Oh, no.
So Shampoo's review of this episode, pretty good. The dog should not be a cop. Review over.
Oh, yeah, the dog is a cop. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Shampoo doesn't
Okay.
know if Steven said he was a cop because a dog copped her and he was misinterpreting, but they left the line in there, so whatever. Shampoo doesn't like the line, so a cab, including dog copter.
All cops are bad. Defund the police industrial complex.
Judy Hopps Nendroid figure.
I will
Number.
destroy Judy Hopps. I will turn her into rabbit stew.
Alex, do you know what happened with the Nendroid number with Judy Hopps?
What happened?
They list a number for every Nendroid on like the bottom left or something, and Judy Hopps was like A1312 or something. Like 1312, which is a cab if you translate it to.
Oh my god! Did they do that on
That's what Shampoo
purpose?
was referring to. Shampoo doesn't know, but Shampoo's just going to say that the Nendroid for, I think, a Satan character was 666, so they
Oh,
have
they have
sway
to
to
be
do it on
doing it on
purpose.
purpose. Oh my god. That is wonderful. Oh my goodness.
Shampoo is happy to share this with you.
No, that's fantastic. That
Well,
is F word
um,
fantastic. I'm getting
thank you,
around
Dog
these
Copter.
swearing restrictions in my own way.
Shampoo respects this very much. But
All right, I think we
yes,
should call it
uh,
here.
yep. That look forward to next time, everyone. And this is Shampoo Trans Panda. You can find us at Trans Panda on Tumblr or Trans Panda Art on Tumblr or Twitter.
Hi, I'm Alex. My Patreon will be linked in the description if you want to financially support us. The lowest tier is available at $1. I wanted it to be affordable. And if you have some disposable income, we would highly appreciate you guys donating something. Plus, if we get enough
Yeah,
subscribers to the Patron or Patreon or however they want to be called, we can open up a little Discord and uh, basically add rewards and stuff and a little place for discussion of the episodes.
yeah. Shampoo wasn't
You
thinking
guys,
that far, but exciting.
yeah, and who knows? Maybe you guys will get to suggest shows for us to watch if y'all want us to see something
Sure. But in the
within
meantime,
reason, because
within
we already
reason.
talked about like our feelings on other projects the creators of this show have worked on.
Let's watch Detective Conan.
Detective Conan. I know, Jill. How about we watch Birth of a Nation? Oh, that's a spicy
oh.
joke.
Ooh. Ooh. But yes. Thank you all for watching and thank me for existing.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night. If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you.